So I miss this man right here. I do. I really miss this man. And what got me thinking about this topic was something completely unrelated. It was this. I saw this. So this is, I don't know what country it's from, but it says 3 IQ moment. You have this animal right here, and this dude wanting to step on it. It's a stingray of some kind. And, you know, it whips its tail out and gets him in the leg. So I came in with... But obviously, you know, because of what the animal is and how this man died, you know, you can still respect the guy and miss him, but just see the opportunity here because of the animal it was. But yeah, this man right here. This man who is a god among men. This man who we weren't even worthy of living on in the same plane of existence as this man. Like, if you want a man, if you want what defines a man and what you should strive to be, this was it. This is what people should strive to be. Like, this dude, how insane he was with certain things. Like, I remember there was a clip of him, like, getting bit in the freaking neck by a snake while he was on TV. The dude just, like, he's like, yeah, all right, so this is happening. All right, while we wait for someone to come over to get this guy off my neck, well, I guess we'll talk about it. You know, this, like, he'd be out in the wild if, like, he's handling a snake or something, and that snake just, boom, into his skin. He'd be like, all right there. Yeah, that beauty right there is right in my skin. Look at that. Get a nice close-up of that. You can see the venom dripping out of their fangs into my skin, right, leaking down my hand. Like, this dude had so much respect for nature that, like, if an animal did that, he understood that there was something that made the animal do it. You know, not animals aren't evil, they act out of instinct. So if he was bitten, he knew that either he made a mistake and maybe did something to make it feel unsafe, or maybe they felt threatened by, like, the cameras or whatever. But whatever happened, he knew that if something, he knew that it was something that triggered it, that they're not going to just bite for no reason. They need to feel threatened. So he'd have a snake, poisonous snake or something, biting onto him, and he's like, yep, it's ejecting me with its venom right now, and we'll have to go to the hospital after this. But look at that beauty right there. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous snake. And then they've got the professionals coming out, and it's like, as they're removing the snake's mouth from around his hand, is like, look at those fangs right there. Their fangs are still extracting that venom. Look at that dripping out. Oh, that is potent right there. That's enough to bring down a small rodent, a small mammal right there. And that all went into me. Like, the dude was so chill. And people who don't know this, the Irwins, and, you know, their kind of organization work closely with SeaWorld. I know this because I used to work at SeaWorld. Also, Jack Hanna also works with SeaWorld. He visits SeaWorld all the time. In fact, 2011, 2012, I was working at SeaWorld as a caterer. And what do you know? There was a day that we were doing an event. It's 5,000 people, 2,500, and then another 2,500. But Jack Hanna was there. I'm like, can I take my break now? Can I take my break now? Can I take my break? They're like, no, we have to Can I take my break now? I knew he was over at the amphitheater. I just wanted to see him. I just wanted to see Jack Hanna. But fortunately, his handlers came, not Jack Hanna's handlers, his animal handlers came over, and they brought over, it was a lizard of some kind. I can't remember what kind of lizard. A bird, some kind of aviary. It looked like a macaw or a parrot or something. And a fennec fox. And I saw the fennec. I'm like, can I please take my break now? But yeah, Jack Hanna, the Irwins. In fact, when you go over to, like, Shamu Stadium, they have, like, that little bit before the show starts, and they show Bindi Irwin talking about, you know, how her family worked with SeaWorld and all that. So if SeaWorld was the dangerous, deadly place that people try to make it seem to be, the Irwins would not be working with them. I can guarantee they would not be working with them. These people are about animal, you know, they're conservationists. They want to conserve animal life, you know, and their habitats and all that. So this man would not be allowing his family to work with SeaWorld. It was, oh my God, terrible SeaWorld. But, yeah, this man right here in the freaking 90s and the 2000s, you know, crocodile hunter, the croc file, him and his wife, Terry, like they were, if you want true love, if you want to know what true love looks like, look no further than them. Like Terry said that after Steve died, part of her died too. So she has no plans on finding anyone else to be with. Once Steve died, that was, she has no plans on being with anyone else ever again. So, I mean, that they had true love. Whether her be standing, you know, whether it was her standing, just kind of watching, or her interacting with the animals along with him, you could see how much love they had for each other, for the animals. Whenever they would bring out Bindi or Robert. I mean, have you seen Robert? He looks exactly like his dad. I remember I saw this clip, and I think I talked about the last time when I saw the clip. I saw the clip, and I thought I was looking at Steve. He looks like his father. He sounds like his father. I was like, oh my God. We've got Steve Irwin 2.0. Keep this man away from the fucking stingrays. Keep this man away from anything that wants to kill him. You better have fucking Secret Service. If you want to go scuba diving, Secret Service better be surrounding this dude. All right, the coast is clear. No stingrays in the area. They got their freaking harpoon guns. But yeah, this man had such a respect for nature and for animals. And I mean, I already loved animals to begin with, but you know, seeing him and like I said, people like Jack Hanna gave me a much more appreciation for wildlife, you know, whether it be marine life or, you know, forest or deserts or this or that, you know, animals in Australia where everything wants to kill you, or some animals in Peru to, you know, South America. This guy just traveled all over and showed like these creatures that, you know, you probably wouldn't even see in a zoo. You know, and again, like, of course you're working with wild animals. So if a mishaps happened, he knew that, again, it was something went wrong. Either he made a step that maybe they took as a threat, or maybe it was the cameras getting closer, but whatever reason, whether they snapped at him or managed to sink their teeth into him, he knew that it was something on their side, that the animal is not going to attack just to attack. Animals attack through instincts of preservation. They're going to try to keep themselves alive. So if an animal attacks, it's because they feel threatened. And he would use it as an opportunity if whatever sunk their teeth into him, whether it be a tarantula or a lizard or, you know, some kind of other reptile, like I said, with a snake, you know, he's got his hand up and you see the snake hanging down. He's like, yeah, that beauty right there. That's a black mamba right there. One of the deadliest snakes in the world. And it's like, that's enough venom to bring down an elephant. But, you know, just the patience he had, he understood that when it came to showing off these animals on TV, sometimes they don't want to, and he gets that. You know, they're wild animals. You know, they're not performing monkeys. They're not, you know, if they don't want to be seen or act cooperatively, then, you know, it's the same thing I say about SeaWorld. You know, just because the trainers aren't allowed in the water with the animals anymore, like the killer whales, if those animals truly feel like they're, you know, they don't want to do what they're supposed to and they really hate it there so much, do you know how easily they could still kill one of the trainers? Do you know how easily they could kill the trainers? If they truly wanted to, they could easily do it. But there are times I've worked at SeaWorld where the show would go and they would start and none of the whales wanted to do anything. They just swam around. No flips, no dives, no come out and splashing. No, they just kind of swam around, took a piss. And there was no repercussions. Nothing happened because the trainers know that if it's between them and a several ton animal like a killer whale, the killer whale's going to win every single time. Because again, if they wanted you dead, it would do it. And that's what people don't understand. You know, that they have, you know, every SeaWorld still has areas where the whales can come out and kind of, you know, do their little thing and like spin around and all that. And orcas are not stupid. They strategize. So if they wanted to kill you, they could easily wait for that moment where they come up and they could just take you down with them. They could come up, grab you, go back into the water. Because, oh, they're so mistreated. But, again, this man, his family's been working with SeaWorld for a while, along with Jack Hanna. And if anything like that was going on, this man would not allow it. He'd be the opposite of Judge Mills. You know, he'd be like, instead of, I'll allow it, it's like, I won't allow it. Judge Mills Lane. But, yeah, I just miss this dude. Like I said, he was just, we were not worthy of living in the same realm of existence as this man. I mean, him, his wife, who again, she doesn't want anyone else. A piece of her died with him, which is happy late Valentine's Day. But of course for her, she's got her, you know, Bindy's got married, and I mean her kids are grown up, you know, but they're still around. You know, Bindy has her own child. So she gets to play grandma, you know, Terry gets to play grandma. You know, and with Robert looking and sounding exactly like his father, a piece of Steve is still there. Like I said, I saw that clip and I was like, holy crap. Is this like an old clip? Because this looks and sounds exactly like Steve Irwin. Nope, it was Robert. It was Robert. I'm like, this is insane. That's a good looking man right there. But just the amount of respect that this man gave to animals, and how much compassion he, you know, showed towards them, and the morals about, you know, respecting them and all that he instilled in people who watched. You know, this man's legacy, this man will be talked about 50 years from now. This man will still be talked about because of how much he did. But yeah, I miss this guy. He was, again, we're not even worthy of being in the same realm of existence as this man. But I'm sure you all remember Steve Irwin, of course. If you have a favorite Steve Irwin moment, you know, where he accidentally got bit or something and just kind of like played it off like, look at that beauty right there. Let me know. If you got to meet him, I would love to know your interaction with him. And anything else Steve Irwin related. I know I brought up Jack Hanna, same thing. If you want to talk about Jack Hanna, unfortunately, I had a chance to, but no, they wouldn't let me take my break. So I never got to, he was at the park, and he was just on the other side of the park. Actually, not even the other side. He was like a few seconds away, because in the area we were, the amphitheater was right there. It's just right there. It's like a 2-minute walk, and I could have seen Jack Hanna, but no. So, but yeah, let me know. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.